They never told you when it began. There was no siren, no headline, no grand proclamation that the truth had been rewritten. It just happened, quietly, cleverly. Like a soft fog rolling in at night, and by morning you couldn't see the world the way you used to. You didn't even notice it was gone. The lie wasn't carved into stone. It was whispered, echoed, repeated, until repetition felt like memory. It was in your school books, your history lessons, the voice on the evening news. It wasn't loud because it didn't have to be. It didn't demand your attention. It earned your trust. You were told if you work hard you'll succeed, that the system is fair, that justice is blind, that people in power have your best interest in mind. You were taught to believe in the white picket fence, the promotion if you stay loyal, the pension after 40 years, the dream that was sold in polished ads and patriotic slogans. They told you the world was built on merit, and you believed them. But beneath the surface, behind the smiles and suits and corporate logos, something else was operating. A machine, quiet, relentless, faceless. One that didn't reward effort but obedience. One that didn't care about truth, only control. Somewhere, a child opened a textbook and read a history scrubbed clean of rebellion, genocide, or guilt. Somewhere, a whistleblower hit send and vanished. Somewhere, a protest was buried under an algorithm. And somewhere, a man with blood on his hands stood on stage and was called a visionary. And you kept scrolling, kept liking, kept going. Because the lie was designed not just to deceive, but to exhaust, to make you question your memory, your intuition, your instincts. You saw a headline, then a counter headline, a truth, then its opposite, an image, then a fact check. You were told not to trust your eyes, not to trust your gut, only to trust them. And when you started asking questions, they laughed. They called you paranoid, dramatic. You think everything's a conspiracy now? They'd smirk. But the most dangerous conspiracy wasn't hidden. It was the one they convinced you didn't exist. They told you the market was free, but they bailed out the rich and left the poor to drown. They told you data made life better, but they used it to predict, manipulate, and sell your future before you even lived it. They told you freedom was sacred, then filmed your every move, tracked your every step, and monetized your every emotion. And if you ever got too close to the edge of that truth, if you started peeling back the layers, they didn't need to silence you. They just needed to distract you, flood your feed your fears, make you feel so small, so overwhelmed, so outnumbered that resistance felt foolish. The genius of the lie wasn't that it fooled you, it's that it made you doubt yourself. Somewhere, right now, someone is watching this and feeling a flicker. That something isn't right. That something never added up. That somewhere along the way, reality split in two, and the version we were given, the glossy, edited, commercialized version, isn't the one we're living in. Because deep down, you always knew. You felt it when you saw headlines that sounded like satire. You felt it when someone you loved lost everything, not from failure, but from the system functioning exactly as it was built to. You felt it when the rules changed, quietly, without vote or voice. When they told you it was for your safety, your progress, your own good. You're not crazy, you're awake. And that's what they fear most. Because the lie only works if no one questions it. It only holds power if everyone keeps pretending. But when enough people stop pretending, when enough eyes lock in and refuse to look away, the illusion begins to fracture. And the truth, messy, painful, inconvenient, starts to slip through the cracks. So they'll keep rewriting, keep covering, keep selling distraction packaged as entertainment, outrage packaged as truth. But the moment you stop consuming and start seeing, the spell breaks. And now you're seeing. The lie they told you wasn't one lie. It was 1,000 threads stitched into everything you were taught to believe. And once one thread unravels, the whole fabric begins to tear. And maybe, just maybe, that's where it ends. Not with a revolution, not with a war, but with one person who finally says, no more. With one voice that refuses to echo back the script. With one pair of eyes that sees through the fog. Because once you see the lie, You can never unsee it, and neither can they.